Hello again. I'm just going to do a quick demonstration for those of you who have asked how do I make chalk paint at home out of my acrylic paints. It's a very simple process and I'm just going to give you a quick demonstration. I just get an old whatever container is going to work for you. It's just something out of my cupboard that's been burnt in the microwave. And obviously you need the acrylic paint, whatever color that you like. I get the calcium carbonate powder from Amazon. I'll put the link below. A lot of people use grout and several other different things, and the problem with those is they get sludgy and thick over time, but the calcium carbonate does not do that. And it is, in fact, chalk, so chalk paint. I love to use these little brushes for stirring because you get all the, all the nooks and crannies out of the bottom. So you can use as much or as little of the calcium carbonate as you like. I have found for the consistency that I like, I use 2 tablespoons for one of these 8-ounce paint containers. So I just put 2 tablespoons of that into my container. Simple. And the tiniest bit of water that I can in order to mix it. I use, like I said, the little brush, tiny bit, until I can mix that into a paste. I don't want it to be too watery because then that will affect the consistency of the paint at the end of the day. But you don't want any chunks, any lumps. Just keep mixing until it's all smooth. That's where the brush comes in handy. If you have any chunks, you're going to end up getting white spots in your dried paint after you've made your project, and that's not desirable. Alright, that looks pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to add some of my paint, just however much you want to add. To start, that's about enough, and mix that together. Okay, good blend. The rest of that in there. So normally I would wait a little while and make sure I get every bit of that, or as much as possible. Blend it up really well, make sure that that chalk is throughout. And then you could keep the paint in any container you like. Sometimes I use a glass jar that has a good seal, but it's just as easy to use a funnel and pour your paint right back into the container. I'm not sure if I can make this balance in the sink, but I just pour it back in. And that is a simple chalk paint recipe. Look how that fits on there, how perfect.